Wise child visualization. Fourth step. Take notice of distractions. Now that I had realized my bad attitudes and changed my outlook, I was starting to listen to the wise child in my dreams, but still not as attentively as I had hoped. I was still having trouble staying focused on what the child was saying because of all the distractions swirling around me. I realized I had gotten into a habit of allowing distractions, and even the smallest problem would automatically take my attention. I became frustrated with myself, which made it even more difficult to listen. My observer dream showed me that despite the allowed distractions, I was still making progress and not to stress too much. I needed to be patient with myself and not expect things to change overnight, literally. So I spoke with the child and asked him to be patient with me as well. He had so much to say and I desired to hear it all, but we were both going to have to be patient with the communication process. Once you start listening and the dreams start flowing, you will most likely miss parts of your dream as you become accustomed to the listening mode. Not to worry. Your inner wisdom wants you to get the message, so we'll always repeat the most important parts until you get it. The message always continues until you receive full understanding, usually within more dreams, but can also occur when you are awake. By now, in your visualization, you should have already 1. Taken notice of the wise child who has been standing next to you all along, communicating with you. 2. Acknowledged the wise child and tried to feel his presence. And 3. Addressed any busy mode habits and attitudes that you've been allowing. The distractions are a bit of a learning curve because they are situational and can change often, but you don't especially have to know the specifics in order to realize that you're being distracted. If you feel distracted from being able to listen to your dreams, you can, of course, go through the things I've listed. Awake mode triggers, busy mode habits, attitudes, etc., to see if any apply. And certainly you can ask the child during your visualization to show you through a mirror dream or an observer dream. But you can also address the possible distractions by practicing a few specific scenarios within your visualization. In the following steps, 5, 6, and 7, are some of the things that I did in my own visualization in order to successfully center my attention and focus on the wise child, which you can do as well. Fifth step, creating a quiet atmosphere so you can listen. This next step is very important in order for you to create a clear, strong channel for listening. In your visualization, you need to imagine everything getting quiet around you and any distractions becoming part of the background. Again, you don't have to know exactly what those distractions are because that's not your focus. What you are doing here is actually using the creative power of your mind to calm the conditions and calm your possible monkey mind, creating a quiet space for you to be able to listen and truly hear what your wise child has to say. You may want to imagine taking the child's hand and literally walking into a quiet room in order to get away from the distractions. If you're still having trouble remembering your dreams, you may want to visualize going into a room within a room, or closing a second door to reach your quiet room. Take this child wherever you listen the best. If you enjoy the outdoors, imagine sitting alone in a garden or on top of a hill overlooking a peaceful scene. Better yet, ask the child to lead you to one of his favorite places, because his favorite place is your favorite place too. It's always a good idea to let your wise child lead you to a quiet place of his choosing. The more you visualize these types of scenarios in which he is leading and you are following and trusting, the more it triggers your receptiveness and listening ability. Sixth step, ready to listen. Now that you're in your quiet place, free of distractions, you are ready to listen. So I want you to visualize that you're ready to listen. I want you to get face to face with the child. Imagine leaning over to get at eye level and even picking him up and setting him on your lap. Then look into your wise child's eyes and say in a gentle tone with great intent, "Okay, now I'm listening. You've got my full attention and I want to know what you have to say. What is it?" Keep in mind, you're not telling the child that you just want to hear what he's saying, but that you want to know and consciously understand everything he has to say.